Turning now to your community focus. We've all been there, enjoying a nice summer evening only to be pestered by bugs. Mike Healey from the Rhode Island DEM joins me now, and you've been a busy man talking about these men of war at local state beaches, but today we're going to talk about something else, mosquitoes. Thanks for being here, Mike.
Glad to be here, Kim. You know, mosquitoes are a big priority for the state because they're a dangerous organism.
Yeah, and that's what I want to talk to you about. We know some cases of West Nile virus have been identified in mosquito samples, not in humans, over in Massachusetts. Talk me through what the Rhode Island DEM has found in terms of West Nile, Tripoli, and Zika.
So far, we're at a very typical rate this summer. We have no detections of Tripoli or West Nile virus, which is good news.
That is.
It's more than likely that over the course of a summer we will have detections of those diseases, though. And that's a concern because they're very serious diseases. West Nile virus, they're both rare. They're both rare. West Nile virus is not as serious a disease. Tripoli is very serious. So what we do to try to protect Rhode Islanders is every week we go out and we trap mosquitoes and bring those samples to the Rhode Island Department of State Health Lab, so that they can determine if those samples have those diseases in them. Another big piece is URI has some crackerjack researchers who provide research on mosquito behavior to help guide our efforts, and also to try to predict the environmental factors that can lead to outbreaks of Tripoli.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of rain so far this spring and summer. Does that exacerbate the problem in any way?
Yeah, so we have almost 50 different kinds of mosquitoes in Rhode Island, 50 species. Yeah, it's a lot. So and some do some things, some thrive in drought. We do have some species that thrive in really wet weather. The one we're looking out for this year is the Asian tiger mosquito, because like really wet conditions, it's exactly the kind of sort of habitat that they like. So for the Asian tiger, which is a pretty new mosquito, we really want people to put on the bug spray and do all the things that they're supposed to do, because it does carry West Nile virus. We've never detected West Nile virus in Asian tiger mosquitoes in Rhode Island, but that doesn't mean we won't.
And I wanted to ask you too about malaria. We've seen some cases in people pop up in Florida and I think one in Texas. This is the first time we're seeing malaria in the States in decades. Any concern about it coming here?
No. So, in a country like the United States, where we pretty much have a great history of eliminating diseases, reintroductions of disease like malaria, as scary as it sounds, it happens now and again. I mean, just think about how many times COVID has mutated over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, right? So reintroductions are going to happen. In this case, what the CDC, U.S. Centers for Disease Control, has said is that the prospect of catching locally acquired, so local malaria, is extremely low. The other factor there is that some of these cases are, being transmitted by people who have gone to parts of the world where malaria is prevalent. So we live in a connected world, and that's one of the byproducts.
And just quickly, 10 seconds, how do we protect ourselves against bites?
Boy, netting, clothing, wear long sleeves, screens, repair your screens, and use bug spray containing DEET, but not DEET on infants. Infants need a special bug spray. Dump standing water. Get rid of all the water that collects in your yard.
All right. Mike Healey from the DEM, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Kim.